Hi, I'm Kristen. I'm one of the clinicians at Bay Area Trauma Recovery Clinic, and I just wanted to make a few exercises available to you during these uncertain times. We're all sheltering in place. There's so much uncertainty all around us with the economy, with the housing situations that we're in, and with wondering about our health and the health of our loved ones. So, given that there's some added stress, um, I'd like to share a few things that might help with that. So, the first one is a practice called mindful acceptance. The most important thing when you're feeling a really strong negative emotion is to acknowledge that it's here and to just allow it to be and observe it without getting carried away by it. Um, so, we'll practice that now with whatever emotion is here for you right now, and feel free to look at this video during a time when you're experiencing something really strong that might feel really overwhelming. So go ahead and just close your eyes if you'd like to, or keep a soft gaze just to turn your attention inward. Let's start by just noticing what emotion is here right now. Give it a label. Maybe it's sadness or grief. Maybe it's fear or terror. Maybe it's joy. Maybe it's anger. Whatever it is, just notice it. And if you're not certain what label to give it, you can just make a mental note of whether it's on the positive end of neutral or on the negative end of neutral. Is this a good feeling or a bad feeling? And then notice what physical sensations go along with this feeling. So you can kind of scan your body from head to toe and just notice if there are any places where there's tension or a different sort of sensation that feels hot or cold, tight or relaxed. If there's pain anywhere, just go ahead and notice what sensations are coming along with this emotion right now. You can also notice how they change. Maybe they have a color or a shape to them. You can notice that too. A texture. You can shift your attention to your thoughts. What thoughts go along with this emotion? And for each one, rather than just getting hooked into it, just imagine like it's a cloud floating across the sky. You can imagine a mountain with clouds floating from one side to the other. And each thought that comes, just imagine putting it on one of those clouds and having it move along. None of these thoughts are good or bad. They're just thoughts. They're products of your mind. They're connected with this emotion. So just notice them one by one and just watch them with curiosity, allowing them to pass. And if you lose track of it, just gently bring your focus back to the mountain and the clouds. Notice each thought passing by one after the other, not clinging to any one of them. Now turn your attention to any urges that are coming up right now. Maybe there's something you really want to do or something that you really don't want to do. Whatever it is that's coming up, whatever action you're on the brink of taking, just notice the urge to do that thing or not do that thing. Maybe it's an urge to act out of this emotional place. Maybe it's an urge to withdraw and shrink away from the experience. Whatever it is, just recognize it and notice what it's like to not act on that urge. Just be able to say, this is here now. So let's just revisit those and see whether or not they've shifted at all. Let's come back to the emotion. Positive, negative, neutral. Maybe there's a really specific word. Just notice what's the same, what's different from the last time we checked in. And notice physical sensations. See whether those have shifted since we last checked in to what was happening physically. Now go ahead and notice your thoughts, letting them float by like clouds. They're just things your mind is making. And check back in with urges, anything you really want to do or really don't want to do right now. Just allow it to be, all of this experience, how you feel emotionally and physically, what you're thinking, what urges you have. It's neither good nor bad. It's just your experience right now. And it will change. No feeling lasts forever. But if they do come back time and again, you can just come back to this exercise and allow it to be as it is. Be curious about it. And there's no need to pass judgment. It's very human. And you're definitely not alone. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and let it go. You can open your eyes, bring your attention back to the room. So generally when really strong emotions come up, it's most helpful just to accept them rather than trying to push them away. That only makes them stronger. If you think a lot about whatever is related to that emotion, that can make it last longer. And if you act on any of those urges or impulses that come up when you're in that emotional state, that can make it last longer. So especially when you're wanting an emotion wave to come and go, to just rise and fall and pass away, it's helpful to just accept in this way. So I'll share a couple of other exercises, but I'll put those on different videos. Thank you for joining me, and be well, stay safe, take care of yourself and others.